Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you for letting me read for you. If you're watching this reading was meant to find you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And the Star card. This is a trust in a higher power, right? This is a card of destiny, of fate. This is about really trying to answer the question, who am I and why am I here? Okay. The Star card illuminates what's going on inside of us. Lets us see where our knots of karma are. Lets us see where our sore spots, our weak points, our buttons, so that once we can start looking at those, acknowledging that those are there, it starts to sort of illuminate a path in front of us in life. And we're really able to begin answering the lifelong open-ended question, who am I and why am I here? What am I made of? And where am I going? All right. I think you're somebody with a very strong connection with spirit. I think that you probably do a lot of divination, tarot, a lot of and you may even be a bit of a psychic or a medium yourself, okay? Because I feel as if you are always trying to improve the way we let that light flow through us. See, it comes in from the top, right? It goes out the bottom. The light comes in, works its magic, and flows out from us. And our job is to not impede that process. Our history, our complexes, our past, our thoughts and feelings get in the way of that light just being having a clear passageway through us, right? So the work of the star energy is for us to, become the magician, to be able to channel that light and not slow it down and not interfere with it, right? For us to clear a path for our own spirit and soul to find expression. Yeah. Let's put this card into a little bit of context. Let's see what's going on here. A Six of Wands, very nice. The Chariot. That, of course, is your superpower card. The Chariot is the card that rules the sign of Cancer. Okay. You have a Seven of Pentacles in the background. You have an Eon, judgment, rebirth, reawakening, baptism by fire. And here we have, a fixed air, right? Prince of Swords. It's another Aquarius energy. If I were you, I would look into the sign of Aquarius and maybe even watch the Aquarius readings, okay? At least for a little while, a week or two. We have a Four of Wands, a Nine of Wands, the Lover's card, and a Six of Pentacles. Look at that. So, fire and earth, right? 6 to 6. Fire to earth, Six of Wands, Six to Pentacles. This is your ability to manifest your will. This is the spiritual electrical circuit of creation. Okay? Now, I'm not an electrician, but this is going from source to the functional, machine itself. Going from above to below. Going from will to action. From impulse to behavior. From inspiration to implementation. This is instant manifestation. Okay? And this is really what happens when we allow that light, right, to come through us and right out into the world. It's free flowing. There's nothing getting in the way of that. What usually gets in the way of that, like I said, separates these two, is our own stuff, our own human heart and mind, But this is really awesome. I think that you are becoming a wonderful magician. I think that you are becoming a clear channel, a clear conduit for spirit in your life. I think that you have heard the call of your higher self, your true soul, and you are doing your very best to allow that energy to flow through you. I feel like you have a gift, and you are letting that gift manifest into the world. Now, let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor, infinite, and unknown. We're going to set it down right here with Clark W. Griswold III, a.k.a. Sparky, right there on top. By the way, happy holidays to everybody watching. If you have a prediction for this card, please put it in the comments down below. Let's take a look around the room. Got some major arcana, right? 1, 2, 3, and the Lover's card. Okay. Now, this central pillar on the path of the dove shows you, the Chariot, right? Following that starlight, following your own North Star through this doorway of fire, doing the difficult thing, okay? Making a decision to change your life, making a decision to go after this, whatever this Six of Wands, whatever this impulse is. This is your kind of, this is your will or your desire to succeed at something, to implement something. And that's what's happening here. You're putting yourself in harmony with the process of change, right? On the creative plane. And what you will to create, you will create, right? So I like that. It's very good. Fire energy. What we don't have is any water energy. We've got a little bit of air. And we've got a little bit of earth. I like it's a lot of fire and a lot of earth here. Okay, something that wasn't working, something that needs to be. You're just kind of with the Seven of Pentacles in the background here. I feel like you're identifying something in the world that needs you. You know, you're finding this is kind of where everything converges. It's like one of those. What is it? A Venn diagram or Venn diagram? I can't remember. It's where there's like something that you love to do, something you're good at, something that you might get paid for, but then also something that the world needs. You're identifying something in life that, a need that you can fill. You're finding something in life that isn't working right, and you're thinking, I want to make that my purpose. That's something that I can do. And I think you're answering the call. Spirit is showing you something in the world that isn't there, right? That should be. Something that the world needs. Maybe this is something that that could function better. Maybe you're an inventor. I don't know. I feel like you're an innovator of some kind. Okay, you're identifying something that's not working, and you're saying, "I can fix it. I can take this seven, this failure, this something is not ideal, something is not functioning harmoniously, something is not." It's not working as well as it could, right? And you're going to restore it. You're going to bring it back to harmony. This could be a relationship. It could be something at work. It could be a car. It could be a house, right? Something is in need of some fixing. And Cancer, you're the one that's going to fix this. And you're taking it upon yourself through the agency of Spirit, through the prompting of Spirit. You're making the decision to take on this responsibility and saying, you know what, I'm going to take ownership of this. This is mine. I'm going to do it. Maybe this is just kind of cleaning the house. Maybe this is like doing the dishes or something, right? I think it's on a larger scale than that because of the amount of major arcana energy that we have. But these two together, the central message right here is that through Spirit, anything is possible. When you are trying your very best to resolve the complexity of our minds, to not interfere with the flow of Spirit, with the flow of that divine light through us, right? Everything is possible here. That everything that you attempt is ultimately going to be successful. I think that you've had experience with that. When you try to fight against what you know to be the message of your soul, what your soul and spirit really are trying to get you to do. When we struggle with that, when we resist that or we fight against it, things don't work out so well for us. And that's another Seven of Pentacles, right? When we heed the call of spirit, when we pay attention and when we work, we do the self-development work, the spiritual work, the karmic work inside of us, the path illuminates before us, and when we follow that path, when we abide by this spiritual light, we achieve a lot more. And we realize that everything is possible, that we are capable of anything when we are able to tap into this spiritual energy, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Now, the Chariot underneath everything here, this is your very best self, for one thing. The Chariot rules the sign of Cancer, of course. I feel like this also is a card that represents a commitment that you have, I think, to family or to intimate relationships, whether this is like blood family or chosen family, maybe it's a work family, maybe it's just a relationship, right? But I feel like these are the pets, the plants, the people that mean the most to you in life. Okay? And so I think what you're doing really is in service of this larger thing. The Chariot is always devoted to something greater than just the chariot or the charioteer. Okay? So we are committed to something. We are in service of something. We are working on behalf of something that's larger than us. Spirit, right? But also in a local level, like your family or your business, your company, your group of friends. Or even it could be a social issue, something that you believe in, right? You're living a life that is full of purpose and meaning because it extends beyond just your personal human concerns. Yeah. And I think that when you place yourself in service of something greater than you, I feel like the universe sort of conspires to help you, right? To give you those opportunities, to show you the way, to open up doors and give you green lights. And I think that's the door that's open for you right now. You've got the Eon, the rebirth card, right? The judgment. It's sort of, this is kind of the spiritual alarm clock, right? It's basically spirit showing you, hey, this way, this is the next step for you. And I think you're ready to take that next step. You're ready to take responsibility for whatever the Seven of Pentacles is. Again, this is something that could be working quite nicely, but isn't. And I think that Spirit is asking you to claim that for your own and to make it work. It's kind of like you're being given a task here, a spiritual task. Okay. It could be something going on inside of us. It could be that we're finding a weakness in us and Spirit's showing it to us and we're thinking, okay, I'm going to take ownership of that and I'm going to change it into a strength. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to do that difficult thing. Going through this doorway is not easy. Going through this doorway is accepting responsibility, taking accountability. It's realizing that the choice to change our life is not a choice to take lightly. That there's a lot that we're going to have to kind of leave behind in a way. Okay? And then the future position, more the Aries energy, right? And so I think that there is this kind of cosmic, spiritual aspect to it, but in a very practical way. It's kind of saying like, look, you're agreeing to do this, whether this is like something needs to be fixed. Maybe this is, the water heater's busted and you're saying, I'll fix it. I'll take care of that. Don't worry. Okay. Now you've got to really do it. Now this is kind of like a promise that you're making and you can't go back on your word. This is a fixed air energy. So there's no turning back after this. Going through that doorway of fire is kind of saying like, you own this now, right? And there's no letting go of it. And so it's a commitment that we don't make lightly because you're going to have to see it through. Okay. And so this is not only the promise and we give our word, but this is also the belief in ourself that says, I can do it, even if there are challenges. Even if you're right up against that Seven of Pentacles and you're thinking, oh gosh, this is a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. You're not quitting, you're not giving up. Okay. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything, and it does support me, and I appreciate that. So your general energy now becomes the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of completion. It's a card of closure. It's really a card of identifying, via the Star card, you're identifying some things within you, some knots of karma, some complexes that need to be at least looked at. This is what Spirit is shining a light on. This is like a button that gets pushed in you. This is a knot of karma or a complex or a sore spot in you, right? And so we're looking at that, and I think this is allowing us some room to sort of cut ties with things, to bring closure to some past issues, right? That we sort of recognize something and we say, okay, I don't need you in my life anymore. Bye-bye. And usually it's to like outmoded ways of thinking or feeling or behaving, attitudes. It's kind of a script. This is kind of like this is a piece of software in the computer, and we're just saying, you know what? I don't need that script to run anymore. I don't need that program controlling my life anymore, and I can delete that program or at least like stop it from running. You know, and usually these are programs from when we're children. And it's kind of like, you know, I'm an adult now. I'm grown. I'm gonna make my own decisions. I don't need the 8-year-old version of myself, driving the car. So it could be that you're experiencing a big shift in your responsibilities in life. You're entering a new era, and that's the Chariot going through the doorway of fire. It's kind of saying like this is a rite of passage, that you're making a transition from one phase of life to the other. You're taking a responsibility for what isn't working in your life, and you're saying, I can fix it. I'm going to do it through the agency of Spirit. Through the, with the devotion to your own soul, you're going to fix what isn't working in your life. And so this is really kind of, we're sort of growing up here, right? And the Four of Wands, because it's this Venus in Aries sort of energy, I feel like your tastes in life are changing. You know what I mean? Your sense of aesthetic, your sense of what you like is changing. And I think that's a big marker as it sort of it marks the passage of time in our personal lives, right? When we just find that, wow, I don't like the same things I used to like. And it's kind of me. That's one way I know that I'm starting to get old now, because I don't like the loud, heavy metal music that I once liked. Now I like more tranquil, kind of calm music. I don't think that's really that's not a marker of the stages of life, but it's one example that as we grow, as we mature, as we change, our tastes change. The things we like change. The things I want to look at change. I want to surround myself with different colors and sounds and sights and art and people. And we realize that we desire different things than we used to desire. And we have to allow the energy to flow. Anytime we get a 4, we start looking around for the 5, because this is indicating that something's overstayed its welcome. That maybe there's part of you that's trying to hang on to something that we used to really like. And now it's just like, I don't like that anymore. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that we've lost a part of ourselves. It doesn't mean that anything's wrong. Especially when we're looking back at the Seven of Pentacles and we think, I used to love this. Why don't I love it anymore? Why isn't it working anymore? Well, because we've outgrown it. Because this was serving a purpose for a certain time, and now it's not anymore, and that's okay. And it's kind of a good thing. It means like, okay, I'm closing a chapter in my life. I'm ready to open up the next chapter in my life, and I'm ready to put down things I don't need anymore and get ready for the new things that I'm going to have to get to know, you know. We have a 9 of Wands in the position of the environment. That is, of course, we're giving our word. It's our resolve. It's our strength, our commitment. When you're living a life with purpose, things get easier. Things tend to go our way a little bit more, right? We tend to grow stronger and faster. There is a certain strength that is born out of a sense of purpose. If we believe in what we're doing, guess what? We're going to perform better. If we really have this sense of purpose and meaning in the work, we're going to work harder, right? We're going to try harder. And I think that you're somebody with an intense sense of purpose right now, that you know where your life is going, that you can feel the presence of spirit in your life. And you feel this deep sense of a driving kind of purpose. Now, we may not know what it looks like. We may not know exactly how it's going to play out and what the details are going to be. But that's part of our change here, right? That we don't need to know what all the details are. We just know things are changing. And this is kind of like saying that we're strong enough and secure enough, and we believe in ourselves enough that we can be excited for the changes. If we don't feel very strong in our lives, change is going to make us very, very nervous. But if we're confident and we're strong, we're like, come on, change. I'm ready. I'm excited for change, And maybe that's why we've got the Eon card at the top here, because it's like you're ready to enter a new phase of life. And you're not scared about it. You don't have doubts and second thoughts and things. There's no swords cards here, is there? I mean, a little bit with this one, but even this one's a fixed air. It's kind of saying that I'm ready. I believe in this, and I'm not scared. Maybe we're a little bit scared, right? Now, with the increase of strength and confidence, it doesn't mean that we're any less scared necessarily, but we are more confident that we can overcome the fear. I think we'll always be scared. We'll always be nervous about what we're going to do, what's coming. There's change coming on the horizon. Okay, now I'm kind of nervous. What's the difference between being nervous and being excited? Strength, the confidence. Without confidence, we're nervous. We don't know if we can handle it. If we have confidence and strength, we're excited. We cannot wait for it to arrive. We want it to hurry up and get here because we know that we're going to handle it the right way. Even if things crash and burn, it doesn't matter. I'm excited for whatever this change is gonna bring. Yeah, the Lover's card in the position of the obstacle, the fear, the worry, the concern. It doesn't mean romance. Okay, it could, but I don't think that it does. I feel like this is kind of like this is the fear. This is what we're either nervous or excited about. Union. The choice, the commitment that we're making, right? And really it goes with this, that being, taking ownership, right? Marrying ourselves to something that is our responsibility to fix, to take care of, to make it better, to harmonize with it, to repair it, whatever it might be. This is what we're excited for, or nervous for, a little bit of both, right? For this commitment. But we're inspired to this. This is a commitment to spirit. This is a commitment to our very own soul. Right? That we are allowing ourselves to be inspired by our soul. And that is moving us forward. That is driving the chariot through this tunnel of fire, this doorway of fire, right? It's motivating us. We're mobilizing the chariot. Right? Spirit is mobilizing you to make this change in your life, to take the next step in life. Okay? And of course, we see with the 6 of Pentacles at the end, that's kind of the outcome here. It's one of harmony. It's one of success. It's one of you having all the resources that you need. This maybe is a big step. Maybe it has to do with your business or your family or your home. Maybe you're moving houses. I don't know. It's going to be successful. It is going to be supported. This is about belonging to a group. Could be that family group that we're talking about. But everything is in harmony. Everything is working out. And we're confident that saying yes to this and taking this step and being committed and being inspired, following Spirit, everything's going to work out just fine. Everything's going to be in harmony. There is light here. There is love. There is cooperation. There is harmony. This is a card of material success. We're taking something that's broken and we're fixing it. We're doing more than just fixing it. We're improving upon it. Bringing something that is out of phase, out of harmony, discord, we're bringing it back to harmony in a very special way. And I love that. Let's look at this mystery card. Maybe this will be some water energy. Okay. Because I feel right now that you've done something with your emotions. I think that you've been channeling them into Spirit. You've been giving all of your emotions, to God, Goddess, Deity. Or maybe we've been compartmentalizing them. I don't know. Let's see what's here. I believe it's going to be some water energy. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments, okay? Let's see. Well, it's a 6 of Swords. Yeah, we're riding on the wave here. We're going with the flow of Spirit. And we don't really see the water energy as a problem. I think that what you're doing is you're feeling good feelings right now. So the reason why there's no water cards is because you're riding on the water. You're floating on that river of the good emotions, those spiritual feelings, right? The Swords cards, now we see where all the Swords cards went. They're on the boat with you. You still have your doubts, your worries, your concerns, your fears, your insecurities, and all these things, right? They never leave us. But what we do is we're able to put our trust and our faith in Spirit, in the water, the current of the water, and in our very own will and our very own strength. And the Swords are not driving the boat, you see. You are driving the boat, or Spirit's driving the boat, with your will, right? The Wands are driving the boat. The Swords are there for the ride. They're not steering or driving the boat. Okay? And I think that really that's a very, very important fact and recommendation. Do not let your worries, your fears, your doubts, your insecurities steer the ship. They're going to be there. They will always be there. Continue doing what you are inspired to do, what you know to be the right thing, right? And just tell all those doubts and insecurities, sit down, hold on. Okay? I love this for you. We're going to do an extended reading as well. We'll do a hexagram from the I Ching. We'll do some oracle cards. It's going to be a great time. Click on the link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Cancer Tuesdays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you. I love you. Happy holidays. And we're all in this together.